Hello, Jewel Tribe. This is Jewel TV. Welcome back. And if you're new here, we open the doors for you because this is where gist the flow like water. Yes, so the marriage between Two-Face Idibia and Senator Natasha is now under heavy public discussion, and new revelations are coming out daily. So, guys, sit down, grab a drink because today's gist is going to be very hot. If you have not subscribed yet to this channel, do that immediately and click on the notification bell. Okay, let's get into it. Let's talk about the whole Two-Face and Senator Natasha's wahala that is flying around everywhere now. In my previous video before this, I discussed the altercation they had in the UK mall and how Baba was arrested. I also talked about the opinion of people and how they see the whole drama play out. Okay, so because myself, when I started hearing this thing at first, I thought it was just small couples misunderstanding. But as more people started talking, allies started coming out, business partners started talking, insiders started whispering things. I said, this one is deeper than we were even seeing on the surface. So today I want to just, talk about Natasha, the wife. That is where my focus will be now on this particular video. Not in a hateful way, but in a questioning way. Let's ask honest questions because not every fight is who is right and who is wrong. Sometimes it's how did we even get here in the first place? Because the big question people are asking now is, why does it look like Natasha is so overprotective of Two-Face? And is it the protection or control that we are really seeing playing out? And if we are being completely honest with ourselves, are some men just tired of peace and always emotionally attracted to chaos? Because let's not lie, men will leave a quiet relationship to go and enter full wahala, to go and enter wrestling ring, then later be asking God for mercy. But let's first go step by step. Let's take this one at a time. Now, I want you to watch to the end because you will really get what I want to say in this video towards the end of it. So please stick around and watch to the end. Now, according to the gist that is flying all over the internet, people are saying that those that have worked with Baba over the years, like the promoters, the insiders, business partners, they are now beginning to open mouth to talk. Some are saying that if it is not for Natasha, Two-Face would have been far gone in like music promotions and deals that have been coming for him. Now, this is coming after the viral video, and these people came up in that it frees life to spill some of this dirty secrets, or should I say truths. So some are saying that he missed serious deals because of her. Some even said that she controls his finances. Others says that he does not even have to manage his career freely like before because Natasha is completely involved now. And we don't even know how true every single story is, but when there is this much smoke, let's not pretend that there is no fire at all, because this is not one person talking. There are many people saying this similar stories here and there, and that is the part that makes people very uncomfortable. Now let me ask you, to the ladies, if your husband is a global star, an icon, one of Africa's greatest musician ever, would you protect him? Yes. Would you guide him? Yes, of course. Would you be concerned about his environment? Definitely. But would you control every aspect of his life? Like, would you choke his finances? Would you isolate him from business connections? Would you make people scared to work with him? That is where people are having the problem. Protection should not look like imprisonment. Love should not look like monitoring device. Marriage should not turn another adult human being into a child that needs to, ask for permission. It's just like saying you're asking for oxygen to breathe. That is how we are seeing this whole thing with Natasha and Two-Face. Now, maybe Natasha feels she has to be like that because of his past. I mean Two-Face past. And that is where we now switch angle and talk about Two-Face himself, because let's not be foolish about this. Two-Face did not come into this marriage with clean hands. Everybody knows his history with women. Everybody knows his relationship. Everybody remembers the baby mama drama. Remember? Everybody remembers the public embarrassment. The internet too doesn't forget. Nigerians don't even forget things like that. So everybody remembers all that Two-Face has said in the past, and even how he treated Annie, his ex-wife. So Two-Face himself has said things in the past about men and women that don't even sound marriage friendly. Statements about men not being wired for one woman. Statements about multiple relationships. Statements that make women, side high him like, sir, are you all right? That is what I'm talking about here. So can we honestly blame a woman that married a man like this and didn't come out paranoid? You married a man the world knows for cheating. Then you expect to sleep in peace. Sister, you will not sleep. Oh. You will close that eye, but your spirit will always be awake. So when Natasha is being overprotective, when she's monitoring here and there, and when she's, confrontational, maybe it is not because she's wicked. I don't know. Maybe it is not because she's broken. You don't marry a man with that kind of history and come out emotionally soft. No. And I think some men like Baba needs to be treated this way. They deserve it because when they see cool, calm, and calculated women, they think they are not good enough. Yes. So you come out suspicious, you come out guarded, and you come out defensive. You come out toxic without meaning to be. Because hot people don't just hurt people. Hot people over defend themselves. Now, let's talk about something many people are ignoring. She just puts to bed, right? This one is very important. A woman that just gave birth is not emotionally stable. Hormones are upside down, anxiety is crazy, fear is high, insecurity is loud. So if she's acting emotional, if she's reacting strongly, if she's overprotecting, let's not forget she is postpartum. A woman who just pushed human being out is not normal. Oh. It's not normal, at least for a while. Not mentally, emotionally, or hormonally. Yes. So when people see a woman reacting and shouting and asking questions, maybe she's just tired or overwhelmed or afraid. I don't know. I'm just trying to look at many angles to this. So before you come at me or start saying this, please watch this video to the end because I'm looking at many angles to why things should be happening this way. Okay, so let's continue. But at the same time, motherhood does not excuse toxicity. Are you hearing me? Marriage is not a prison is not a prison sentence. So giving birth does not give you authority to control somebody else's existence. So both things can be true at once. Do you understand what I'm saying? That she can be overwhelmed and she can be wrong. She can be emotional and she can be suffocating. Now, another thing people are also digging up, her previous marriage. This is another angle. And according to Gist, it was not a peaceful one either. Plenty fights here and there, plenty issues, plenty drama. So that pattern is worrying. If every relationship someone enters becomes war, you must pause and ask, is it always them or is it part of, I don't know, is it part of them? Because listen, not every ex is mad though, not every man is toxic, and not every relationship failed because of somebody else. At some point, self-awareness must enter because relationship is not just about loving. It's about knowing how to love, and love that controls is not love. It is insecurity wearing wedding ring. It is trauma wearing romance. So now let me touch something that shocked me the most. Listen, guys. That statement that leaked where she allegedly said, "Don't raise your voice at me." I think this one is small, but in another way, it is big. Why? Why am I saying this? It is not because the statement is wrong, but because of the tone behind it. It didn't sound like a hot woman. It sounded like a boss, like authority, like, this kind of commanding tone. And marriage is not military, oh. It's partnership. You don't talk to your husband like that, like you are addressing a suspect, especially in a public place like that. It doesn't show respect. But then again, if you look at it from another angle, we don't really know the exact thing that happened at that moment. We don't know what he had done before that reaction. Just like when they say when you push somebody to the wall, she can react and overreact. So we don't know if she had endured for a long time before exploding. So again, this thing is not black and white, but one thing is clear: this marriage is not healthy at all. Because when outsiders begin to comment this much, when business partners begin to withdraw, when insiders begin to whisper, it means tension is spilling out of the house. And that is very dangerous. Now, let me talk to men for a minute, especially men like Two-Face that believes that the grass is greener on the other side. Because men like excitement, they like fun. I don't know, it's like their adrenaline always run wild. Like men, they like new, fresh. Men like women that challenge them. But listen carefully: not every challenge is good, not every fire is warmth. Some fire is destruction. You can leave peace for passion. Like you can leave peace. Where you were having peace, you waka comot from that place. And you say you are leaving that peace for passion, for excitement. That thing you are seeing that is running your adrenaline. And later crave peace again. This peace is PEACE. That peace you left, you now later crave it again. You can leave quiet for excitement. Then later your life becomes episode of Big Brother. No be Big Brother Naija. You will just see that a man will see a calm woman and feel bored. Then enter relationship where every day is argument and fighting, and start missing the boring one. Because boring sometimes is peace. Boring is stability. Boring is emotional safety. This is very deep. I'm saying this thing with all sense of, like, I'm really, really serious about this thing I'm saying. So boring is, it's like sleeping without shouting. And that one, it is priceless, I'm telling you. And another thing is this: men love women who look strong. Until that strength enters the home as, as control, that strength that they are looking at, men love women who are powerful. But until that power becomes pressure, they will not see it that way. Men love confident women. Please, are you guys listening? Until that confidence becomes dominance. And some men don't realize the difference until it is too late. Now, let me ask you one deep question. If Two-Face is missing deals, if his career is being affected, if business people are avoiding him, if life is shrinking instead of expanding, is that really marriage? Please answer these questions. I would like to see your thoughts in the comment section. Is that marriage? Is that no limitation? Because one thing about love is, real love makes your life bigger, better, brighter, and beautiful, not smaller. It brings peace, clarity, and direction. So you should not be married and feel like you're in prison, and still feel hostage. Now, let me also be fair to Natasha, because maybe she's tired of forgiving, or maybe she's tired of hiding embarrassment. I don't know. Or maybe she's just tired of pretending. It could just be anything, because I'm just trying to play my head around the whole thing. So maybe it could be that she's tired of healing from wounds he caused, and wounds that are not healed. Maybe like, she was in a previous relationship, or whatever it could be. Because weapons over time might always still stick around. Because unresolved pain, doesn't go away like immediately. It takes time. So some might not even completely go safe. It transforms into bitterness, control, anger, monitoring somebody up and down, a woman that will not ever trust again, or a woman that is afraid and now become overprotective, or a woman that is just tired and feels like she will explode. Guys, am I talking too much? So again, maybe Natasha is not wicked. I don't know. I'm just thinking, before you guys will come at me, or maybe Natasha is worn out. But whichever case it is, I know that many people are coming out to say this is karma because of the way he treated Annie. Well, this relationship should humble everybody, because celebrity does not protect you from heartbreak. It happens to everybody. So we watch these people, we watch celebrity drama, marriage crisis, and we can relate it to, normal day life of other people that are not celebrity, that are not in the public eye. So money does not protect you from misery. Being famous does not make marriage easier. In fact, if anything, it makes it harder. And if care is not taken, it becomes performance instead of connection. I don't know if you guys understand. Like, you now play out, you now want to play out for the public to see that maybe you have a perfect marriage till it finally collapses. So it now becomes something that is playing out in the public instead of having that real connection that marriage is supposed to have. So now, to men watching this, stop running from peace. Stop running from PEACE. If not, you will run into pieces. Stop romanticizing chaos. Stop using excitement as excuse for instability. Marriage is not meant to drain you. It is supposed to ground you. Thank God, in my previous video, I was even reading, comments from men, fellow gender, like, to Baba, coming to also say that he fucked up, coming from men, not from women. So marriage is not supposed to ground you. It is supposed to make you a better person. And this one doesn't look anything close to that from what we are hearing, allegedly. So to women also watching, control is not security. Monitoring is not intimacy. Love should not feel like, surveillance. You are carrying the person's phone, you are with the person's account details, you want to monitor everything. No, 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 no. It's not about that. So to the both of them, that's to Two-Face and Natasha, healing should be their priority, not pride, not ego, not control. Because love without peace is not love at all, it is struggle. Marriage should be enjoyed and not endured. We know a lot is going on, a lot is going on, but we always pray for the best, and it takes two to make it work. And anybody who lives in struggle, you are living in struggle, pain long enough, I think it's better to just walk away and have your peace. So it's not a do or die affair. Marriage is not even in heaven. If you go to heaven, there's nothing like marriage. So when you are in a toxic relationship or marriage, in fact, anybody who lives in struggle long enough becomes someone they were never meant to be. You become somebody else. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think that Natasha is misunderstood? Do you think she's controlling? Because this whole video is majorly about her. Because I just wanted to excuse to Baba for a while, and let's look at this woman. Do you think that she's actually being in control, and is it right? Then looking at Two-Face, is he actually paying for his past? Do you think that men who always run from peace will always definitely find that peace, or it gets worse? Always look out for who you are running to. So do you think this marriage between this, Two-Face and Natasha, do you think it will really work? Please drop your opinion below. No insult, no abuse, just real talk, just us airing our opinions and saying our mind, because this gist is very deep and we know that more will be playing out on the long run. So I'll be ending here as I look forward to reading from the comments that you guys will be dropping. If you're new to the channel, this is a very special welcome. Welcome to Jewel TV. I would like you to click on the subscribe button and turn on notification. That makes you officially a Jewel tribe, okay? So to all my existing subscribers, I love you all. Thanks for the support. Thanks for sticking around, and until we see in the next one now, I'll always bring you that juicy gist. But now it's Emma saying bye.